Alright everyone, how's it going? So we're out again today. I've got a few lures to try out. We've got some little paddle tails, some stuff like that. So the plan is we're just going to run up a little creek just near the ramp. It's not too far to go, which is good. It's about 8 o'clock at the moment, so the sun's up. We've got about a low tide at 1 o'clock, so we're going to go right up the creek. We're going to either fish our way up and come back, or we're going to go up and fish our way back out. Either way, haven't really made up my mind yet, so the plan is to just get there, get fishing, see what we can catch. Got a variety of rods brought along. I think I've got 5 rods including some glide baits, but let's just see how we go with the little paddle tails first up. So let's get moving, let's get into it. Chilly. What on earth was that? It's like a massive topwater hit. Unless something fell in. It's really bizarre. I don't know what that was. It's just over there. Alright, well, we're in the first spot. Seeing we just pulled up, haven't even set anything up. That's a good start. Something getting belted. So we'll set up side scan first up. Just so as we're going along, you know, we'll look left, we'll look right, we'll see if anything's going by. So the plan is, I was going to start here, we're going to fish up, turn around, come back. There's this nice sweeping bend here. We got a little bit of stuff around the corner. Alright guys, so we just rocked up. I took a few pot casts because I could sound something in front of this little drain. That's on a 2 to 4 kilo. This is what I'm running today. It is the Daiwa Bait Junkie 3.2 inch. I've got pretty much 2 light rods and then some heavier stuff. Later on I might go for a glide bait. A bit unsure so far. Brought a bit of everything. But I got these. They are amino acid scented. So what does that mean? It means they're very slimy and apparently the fish will like them. So we've got watermelon, which should suit this clear water today. We'll be casting into the sun, but the plan is we've ran into this creek, we've got an outgoing tide, we're going to fish up, turn around, fish back out, come through, we've got a gravel bar down the end there, we're going to hit that gravel bar. Not literally hit it, but fish it. So we've also got the Daiwa Bait Junkie jig heads today to test out. So the benefit of these, is reading on the pack, is they got this little flat bit right where my thumb is. So the idea is the plastic will sit like that because these are buoyant. They got a good looking hook keeper. They seem fairly sturdy. I'm expecting just flathead and brim in here. So we've got a size 2 rigged up. Got like 10-pound leader I think I've got on this. See, did I make a meal of it? No, it's not too bad. That's it, and that's what we're pretty much going to be running today. We'll change it up later on, but we'll see if we can pick something up through here. It's got a good little wobble to it, as you can probably just see. Hopefully I might be able to zoom in. I'm expecting flathead and brim in here. I've fished it before. Have gotten dew out further, but it's mostly just flathead and brim. So this, we've only got the 1000, so there's the 1 to 3 kilo, and then we also have the 2 to 4 kilo. He's got I think it's 15-15, so 15-pound braid, 15-pound leader. This one's just got, I think it's 6-pound leader, and we have, I have a feeling he's 8 or he's 10. I can't remember what I rigged on it. But the plan is, like I said, we're just going to fish this bend. That other side's a tidal flat, So there will be brim on there, and they'll be coming down with this tide. But just for now, you know, we're gonna flick this in here, see if we can pick something up. Oh, got him. This feels like a brim. So it's not a bad start. We only just started there. What do we got? Yeah, we got a little brimbo. So, like I said, we were sounding a few of them. It's not a bad little start. First fish on the board. Not massive, but that's okay. So we're only fishing the light gear just as we come into this creek. So first fish, which is always good to see. So if you ever need a whole brim, regardless of size, a good technique is these 2 fingers under here, because they got spikes there. 4th finger there, this one here. You can hold them pretty good like that. You're not going to get stabbed, but we'll just chuck him back. So that is our first fish. We haven't traveled far. Like I said, we only just started just there. So not a bad little start. I did fully expect there to be brim in here. I've been in here before. I caught a lot of brim. Missed a few flathead, but yeah, it would have been about this time maybe last year. I think I would have came in here. Oh yeah. Nice brim. Very nice brim. Just sitting on this bit of metal here as it comes down. Could see him on side scan. He's a good size. Very good size. Just netting him because I don't like my chances of lifting him up. Oh yeah, that is a very healthy brim. So you can see on the side scan here, before we came by, I just drifted up. I could just see a couple of fish just like this. See, they to me look all like brim. They're just sort of sitting on the back of these, which is roughly where this guy came from. So like I said, a bigger size brim like this, they will just poleaxe this lure. That's why I wasn't too keen on downsizing. That's a nice brim, very healthy. He'd probably go that 28, maybe 30 range. So that's good. Put him back. Everything still looks pretty sweet. Still a few more down there. Don't know if we'll be able to pick up another one. We'll give it a go. There's not too much over there, so we'll come over this side now. See, there's a little drain there, a little point. Caught brim on this one too. Just throwing top waters. I think this side was fairly deep. Yeah, last time I was in here, there were prawns must have been running because you could see they are everywhere. Yeah, it's getting very deep now, 8 foot. At least we're not staring into the sun, which is always a positive. Oh, what is this? I didn't even feel that hit. Surely this is a nice flathead sitting in front of that drain. It's got to be a nice flathead. Yeah, there we go. We finally got one. Surprised we haven't picked one up earlier with this style of fishing. Nice flatty. Right in the corner, he's pinned. Just sitting in front of that drain. All right, one of the target, well, actually, pretty much the other target species is now ticked off. Alright guys, so he's not a bad flatty. Probably a 45 to sort of 48 centimetre fish. You see he's got that Daiwa Bait Junkie grub right there in the corner. It's pretty cool. There he is. So they're always awkward to hold at this size, but very happy with that overall. Just pinned him right in the corner there. So I didn't even feel that hit the bottom, just right in front of that drain. And he just belted it. So we'll get the hook out of him. Did before, some people haven't. Right there, see those spikes? They can be really painful. There's another set on the other side. And then if you've never held flatties before, right here, there is another spike on top. But yeah, happy with that. We've only fished for a couple of 100 meters and we picked up two brim, one good brim, one good flathead. So that's pretty sweet. What we'll do is we'll just we'll let this fella go. We'll keep fishing up this bank, see how much further we want to go, and like I said, we'll turn around and go back. There's a few rubble banks and stuff like that we'd like to fish, but pretty happy with that. Oh God, it's cold though. Waiting for that 25 degrees they're predicting today. I don't know if it's coming. He was just sitting. Oh, there's another one. Just got to say, he was just sitting out here. So that's another one sitting in the same spot. So we just let him go. Yeah, it's not the same fish. This one's bigger. Oh, he hasn't done much at all yet. There we go. Oh, that's good. Next fish. Just put away the camera and everything. There we go, he threw it. So he's come in, he's on 45. He's not massive, but you know, a size like that's always great for eating if you really want to. I don't eat a lot of my fish. Actually, I pretty much don't eat any fish. So we'll send him back. Seem to be. I would have been surprised. Not too surprised, but just surprised in general. So far, they're the lure's working pretty good. I said I haven't used this before. I got it. I thought, let's try it out. Let's do a bit of a blind review. This is the first outing with it. All I've done is have a look at them in store. And so far it's doing pretty good, like just for a general all-round purpose lure. 3.2 inch paddle tail. There was a hit, that felt like a brim. In front of this drain, there's something special about this one drain, eh? Another hit then. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in there actually. A lot on the side scan. Just full of fish. I don't know how many more drains there are though. Although this has been the only productive one. I think it was the third one we fished. It's definitely got fish sitting in it. Very coddish. There we go. What is that? That is hauling. What is this? It's got to be a trev. Oh no, we just hooked a brim in the side. Oh. There we go. So that number 3 for the brim. Hooked him in the side, which is a bit unusual. Any pliers for that one. Tell you what, this one drain has caught more than half my fish so far. we have got 3 fish out of this one drain. 2 flathead, 1 brim. Versus all the other fishing I've done, could just come and sat in this one spot. Sounds like old mate up the creek's coming back out. And there he went. There we go. It's got to be another flathead. Yeah. It's that flathead from there. There he is, another 45 centimetre. It's about the same size as those last 2. So that's now 3 flathead, 1 brim. Just out of this little drain, which is just amazing, but we'll just send him back. It's a little bit of serration on that leader, smallest amount. Still fairly happy with it, I'm not too concerned yet. Like I said, I think I got 8 or 10 pound on this, so it should be fine. So we'll just keep fishing through here. I mean, we've obviously found a good little position here. There's just endless fish cruising by on side scan. So to me, they're just going to be all brim. It's just non-stop fish just cruising past. But as this creek drains, I'd kind of expect it. Like the other side's very shallow, so it's just deep water here, so all the fish will come through here. Not that you're going to see flathead on side scan, but one of those things, there's obviously a lot of fish, a lot of bait coming through. Got another hit. Oh, do we have him? Yeah, we got him. My God, this drain is amazing. What do we have? What do we have? Feels like a flathead. It's not right. Yep. How good is this drain? Oh, well, it's best fish so far. And lure fell out. How are we looking? A little bit more serration. Alright guys, well, as you have seen, we're only throwing 1 lure today. There's that, is the Daiwa Bait Junkie in the watermelon colour on the Daiwa jig head in the 1.6. And I'll tell you what, this drain's been very productive. What is that, the 4th? 3rd or 4th flathead, I'm starting to lose count now already. And 1 brim out of this one little drain. So it's come in, it's about a 48. So it's bigger than the last few, which is cool. Gorgeous fish. So we'll let him go and I'll show you the technique. I'll sort of talk you through exactly what I'm doing, and yeah, we'll see if we can get another fish. But it's been a very productive little session so far, which is cool. So put the big camera away, we'll let this fish go and we'll keep going. So for the first time, we are going to redo our leader. I like to run a loop knot these days. I used to run I believe it's called a blood knot, but I much prefer the loop knot. I just find you get a much better range of motion in the lure. Really simple. Do a granny knot, do 3 more loops, leave this little granny knot open, back through, pull it all tight, and that's it. So all we've been doing is, so as we sit here, see these little white lines? Those are fish moving through. Now most likely they're going to be brim, they're going to be mullet, anything else, and then all I'm doing is I'm just trying to cast in right on this edge, let it sink. You just watch your line will go tight, give it 2 or 3 little rapid hops, then let it sit, and you'll see the line jolt when it hits the bottom. Do the same thing, couple of little rapid hits, let it sit, couple of rapid little hits, let it sit. So the whole idea is I'm trying to create a bit of a commotion, let these fish find the lure, it will help with the scent in built that they will find it. Because generally, if you want to be working it sort of slow when you get plastics, you need to give the fish time to find it. And that's pretty much the technique we're running. Very universal. You can sort of fish any lure doing that. It just really seems to be fishing well right where this drain is. But with the amount of fish moving through, it kind of makes sense. So there's still a lot of stuff on that sounder, which I'm expecting it to purely just be brim. Like, there's not much else that would be cruising through at this rate. Essentially what we're feeling for is when you got these light carbon fiber rods, you'll feel the dunk or the hit, you feel the jolt in the line, you get a lot more sensation, so you can tell when a fish hits your lure, because a lot of it's just feeling. So you watch your line for the tick and you're just sort of feeling for the fish. Every so often you'll feel like a doink. When you feel the doink is normally like a flathead's grabbed it. So a brim's more of a peck and a doink is more of a flathead hit. So I'll move us up. There's a tiny little drain here. We'll have a flick at this one, and then I think I could see another one just down further there. Yeah, just where those mangroves jut out, there's another little drain. We'll give that one a flick next. The benefit of like a plastic like this is it opens up. We got a bit of a variety going on. Like if we were fishing a 2.5 inch grub, we would probably mainly be getting brim, but because we've gone that little bit bigger, yeah, bigger fish are more inclined to have a go if we come across them. There's something cruising by. Look like a massive mullet. Water's very clean, which is good to see. It's just something relaxing though about fishing mangroves like this. Just something, I think it honestly takes me back to when I was a kid, and we used to just go up creeks, drop the anchor, and we would just bait fish. And just the smell, the noises, everything about it, I just really like them. Like fishing sandbars is nice and that, but you know, just throwing at structure and just sort of looking at the mangroves, I find it really relaxing. So we haven't had much action though in between these drains, which is kind of what you'd expect. Like flathead are ambush guys, ambush predators, so they're going to be sitting there probably more so around these drains as they come out, just picking things off nice and easy. So see, we're coming in here, we've got 1, 2, I think there's a third one over there, drain. So I'm sort of expecting there to be more fish around the mouth of these in comparison. So coming up to another little drain over here, we'll just see if there's anything out of this one. It's actually a decent, lot better looking of a drain. And then we got a nice little mangrove laying down over there. Probably won't be too keen to throw the 1 to 3 kilo past that. Got the 2 to 4, that's got I think 10 or 15 pound leader on it, I can't even remember now. That might be the lure to be thrown there. We'll see if there's anything sitting in this. Don't expect too much. Probably a little cod maybe. Very coddy, that territory. Very cold, so if there's a jack in there, I don't like my chances of him wanting to come out and play. Water temp's 18.5 degrees. Surely it's the flathead. Alright, got a nice brim. Stacks of brim in the sounder. Actually a good size one. It's lit up out there. I was trying to figure out if it was gravel or just bait fish, but it seems to be fish in general. So another nice sized brim. Very, very nice sized brim. When you're on these bigger lures, you tend to not get the same stuff, but look at this. A lot of that there is fish. A lot of that there is fish. So we'll plonk another one out through them just to see, because I can't tell if it was rock or if it was fish, just because of how much there is. It's good. There's a hit. There we go. Oh, it's got a bit more weight to it. What is this? What we got here? There we have. This is a big flatty. Oh, well, we got the cod. That is actually a decent cod. There you go. Actually a really decent cod. That's what I'm saying. He's got a head on him, that's for sure. Look at this thing. So he's actually 40, so he's a legal fish. I'm going to message the father-in-law and see if he wants him. They do enjoy their cod. But that is a black spot estuary cod, as you can tell. Legal size limit here in Queensland is 38. But yeah, really stoked with that. Really stoked. 1 to 3 kilo rod. So this is where I was going to turn around, but I think I'll pepper that a bit more. And that's it. So there's a bit of a ledge that runs around. There's a few bits of bait, a few bits of rock, stuff like that going on. He would have just been sitting on that. So my plan is I'll get the bigger plastic, I'll hop it through there. Hopefully I can pick something up. Not even sure how deep it is out there either. So it's sitting about 45 feet over is where I can see it. That's why we just hop, there's another hit, we're just hopping this plastic through there. As you've seen, we've been catching fish off it, and generally speaking, the way I like to fish is if you find a bit of structure, it's always worth persisting on it. You tend to find there'll be a lot of fish hanging around it. So in this case, we've picked up the cod, we've picked up that flathead, we've had a few little hits, a few bumps and stuff. I am seeing the odd good fish sort of cruising through. I don't know what they are, but I can see them. Kind of thought they may have been trebs, which is something that's in here I would have expected us to run into by now. But we'll just persist, like I said, fishing this little rock bar here. I mean, I was going to go the other way and fish a rock bar, so there's no harm in fishing this one. See, there's one shark out there so far. That's definitely a shark. So got one little bull shark cruising by now. Just got to keep that in mind if we get anything good. We're gonna have to pump it in. The old tax man. What is this? What is this? Oh, what was that? Oh God, it did us. I wonder if that was the shark. Yeah, that bit clean through that. Clean bite through about 20 pound. Wow. All right, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna tie this one off for now. I do have one more lure I brought, which I didn't actually expect I was gonna do it. Like last night, I was lying there in bed and I was like, oh, I should take my jack gear just in case. So what we're going to do is rig up a big hard body. Alright guys, so what we've got is I'm rigging up a Daiwa Current Master. Now there's something special in the works that's coming along. It's still a while off, But I had a crazy session with this exact lure, and let's just say I probably caught I wouldn't say the rarest fish in southeast Queensland, but put it this way, it's big, it's silver, and it jumps. I managed to get that. I got some jacks, I got a bit of everything, all on that lure. So I have really, really good faith in it. So what are we going to do? We're going to fish it right here and see what we can catch. So I kind of think that they look like barra, which isn't that unheard of. Like, I've searched this creek online and people have caught barra in this creek, so it's not impossible to think of. I just don't know if they are. They look like it. So there's about 4 to 6 of them out here. So that's why we're going to just sit here and see. I mean, the high reality is that we catch nothing at all. Like, I'm trying to see what's going on. The moon's not in a great position. The tide's okay. We got a run out, which is good, but nothing else is really lining up here. So I think we're in line with them now. I think they're over there somewhere. They're moving around too. They're not just sitting in the one spot. That's what makes me think they are barra. But they're all sitting very far away from us. They're not sitting close. That was one. He followed it and he hit it. He followed it and he hit it. What do we have here? Got a bit of weight to it. Feels like a flathead maybe? Another big old cod. How's that work? Like, after all those other casts we've done, we up it and then we just get another one. After all that effort. Oh, he's just sitting in there. He's a bit smaller. So he's a 30, he's about a 36er. Send him back. What he came on, which is a lure I have used for reasonably good success on barramundi. So I'm actually, God, look at those prawns there. I'm actually surprised with the amount of casts I've put in here to then come up, change angles, and actually hook another fish out of here. Like, we have really, really pumped this spot. So I said we're just going to mosey on out. That's where we hit just before we came down. We looped round. Wasn't too much going on just there. Overall, it's been a pretty cool little creek. Like, yeah. Pleasantly surprised. Did not know that rock bar was there. Last time I was here, it was like proper high tide, so all of this water was flooded, like up in there. and I was unsure what it would look like at low tide. There's definitely a lot of fish in here. Reckon good chance of getting a jack on that rock bar. Really good chance. Like, everything just looked great. I guess it's the sort of thing they're probably there at certain times of the year or certain tides, moons. Yeah, I reckon this one, because I remember sounding it and I could see it was deep in the water. Like the cutouts. Probably from all that rain we've been having. Just thinking to myself that we had too much slack then, so something picked this up and swam with it. Feels like a flatty. Oh, he's actually a really good flatty. Far out. Oh God. Right where we've been, right where all those ones came from this morning. Look at this beast. Oh. Well, that's the biggest fish of the day. Oh, nearly threw my arm out. Literally, I reckon that's the one we were fishing this morning. It was one of these two. We were flicking straight in. He's definitely a big camera fish, this one. They're a really good fish. Alright guys, that is... Alright guys, that is fish of the day, certainly. Big 60 centimetre flatty. Has a gob on it. Smacked that lure. Said I just chucked it in and we were just hopping it. Well, we didn't even get a chance to hop it, and he just grabbed it and took off with it. So it's definitely super serrated. It's caused a little bit of damage. There it is again, the watermelon 3.2 inch bait junkie. So really happy with that fish. I think that's super cool. Super cool. We'll try and grab a quick photo with it, then we'll let it go.